don't for supplements. Should like them. It's time for another dose of supplements. We'll try to take some of these slashes off. I call this punch guy. So it starts looks like a telegraph. I said, oh, obviously he's going to attack like this. Like from here, if you're fast enough, you can go from there to here. Here's one more attack with this one. The SAHA was a proponent of training with two swords. This would be the long sword. This would be the short sword. So this is the stance that I like. From here, I call this visor bar. But from here, this the wakizashi is the katana. But from here, I can be swift with this one. Here. Suddenly there's people behind me. And from this guard I can cut powerfully behind myself with a sweeping motion. And it's easily precise with slashes, to hit with slashes, then I was stabbed. So if it's like here's somebody approach, and I go for like a stab like this, yeah, I can hit, but I'm more likely to hit if I'm taking a sweeping motion like this. Here's the stance, and how to work from the stance. A big part of martial arts is learning different stances. Now it's not just about you learn the stance and then you're good to go. You have to be able to work with those stances. So here's a stance for sword fighting, knife fighting, and it's especially good for sword fighting. If you think there's one person here and then two people here, and I would come out of the corner and I'm chasing one person into the corner, drag them into corners with a rapid, fast step like this. And there's people behind me. From this guard, I can attack with the bigger blade, obviously. Turn, a lot of torque, a lot of power. There's the boxing. 1, 1, 2. I can also attack quickly, especially with the sword, behind myself. See? So from this guard, I'm ready to attack in both directions. Even though it looks like I'm focused over here, a big part of this guard is the ability to attack swiftly behind myself. So here, this is also a protection. Meaning, something hitting here that you can slide off and it is more dangerous protection. So here, I can attack on myself like this, 12 to 6, or more from the side, like this. Don't try it from home. See? Tweaker. No, I'm not a tweaker, I don't do drugs. But I'm used to that when I'm being extraordinary athletic. So I guess like people a lot of times going to my streets and my training. That's when they say I'm a tweaker on drugs. Because I guess they see like strength, speed, power. It's like he's on drugs. It's like the hater, the pathetic, like envious hater. It's like I see Mike, narcissistic evaluation. They say, well, there's some strength and speed and stamina and athletic ability that supersedes mine. So I need to devalue this. He's a narcissistic injury. Mike is more athletic than me. I will falsely attribute it to meth. He's on meth, he's a tweaker. I don't do drugs. But thanks for the compliment, Hadrian denial. See, you're the greatest admirers. Where it's like, wow, this is a value we have to work to devalue it. See, this is like he's doing well, he's moving fast, having stamina. And it's like we have to, yeah, he's on drugs, he's a tweaker, something like this. No, I'm not a tweaker. Bro, put the knife there before you get shot. That sounds pretty threatening. From a scared cow in my chat that don't have a pick on himself. Bro, put the knife down before you get shot. I'm in my house, bitch. I'm not putting any knives down. I'm picking it up now just to hang it for. Here's another knife, bitch. Okay, I'm not putting this shit down, bitch boy. I like that pussy. Oh, you feel like you're being dominated by an ass. What you gonna do about it, bitch? I'm talking to you and looking at it and tell you you're a fucking bitch, okay? You don't get to tell me what to do, bitch boy. Bro, put that knife down. Oh, Mike is a Christian warrior training martial arts. Bro, put that knife down before you get shot. That sounds pretty tough and threatening. And then another person comes in with anonymous cyber stalking account. Tweaker. So, no, I'm not a tweaker. And why would I get shot training martial arts in my house, you piece of shit? On the top of that, I'm not afraid of getting shot. Being pierced through by arrows. Being struck by lightning. Hey, put the knife here, pick it up, bitch. What are you gonna do about it, whore? I do what I want, bitch boy. Not a beta, bitch. Scared sissy. Talking shit over the internet, hiding behind me like a little scared rat. Look at this, I got the knife, bitch. I'm supposed to put that. Where's the gunshots, bitch? Where's the gunshots, bitch? Put the knife down before we get shot. Clock's ticking. Okay? Where's the gunshots, bitch whore? Huh? Bitch whore.
Where's your throat, bitch? The throat is open sepulchre. Where's your throat, bitch boy? Okay. Where's the gunshots, whore? Where's the gunshots? You threatening punk. Bro, I see a Christian man training martial arts. I'm gonna threaten death on him. Say, put that knife down before you get shot. Why would I get shot training martial arts in my home, you bitch? I'm still not hearing the gunshots, whore. And if you be in my house with a gun, you still wouldn't be safe. Even if you had an AK-47 with the safety off, and I charge you within 20 feet, there's no guarantees that I'd be stopped from connecting with you. I understand? Like a mad dash, like a mad minute, like the Rhodesian, like the savages. So they had to figure out a new one. Okay, people were so. Here's the point. Even if you were like right now kicked down my door with an AK, if I would run at you with this shit, bitch, there's no guarantees you would survive it. That I wouldn't be, I might get shot and bleed out, but there's no chance I wouldn't be able to deliver a fatal wound to you before that. See? So don't talk so tough, bitch, on the internet. And who the fuck are you? I'm training martial arts to put the knife down before I get shot by who? Do you think this is gonna be a SWAT sniper up here? There's like, somebody calls the cops. There's a guy training kendo in his apartment. It's like, oh yeah, we get right on it. And they already posted up, and like an impressive response time, I would say. Like within 6 minutes, they have a SWAT sniper up there behind the chimney, like this. Okay, with a DMR, like a semi, like a G3 or something like this. And okay, and it's like they had the breaching team, like they got a split stack. They got half of it outside the door, half of it on the back of it, and like they got to sink the breach and come in both at the same time, or something like this. So it's like, why would they do that? Now I wouldn't be surprised if they got going on with the government. They'd be like looking for an excuse to get away with me. But it's like, that's not what's going on. Bro, put the knife down before you get shot. No, okay. I got the knife here. It's like, now I had put it up, but now I'm starting just to prove a point. Okay? Just to prove a point. I have the knife, this is my house. Did you know, bitch, nothing I'm doing is illegal, according to law of the land. I'm well within my rights to hold knives inside my home. Spears, clubs, move them around, train, talk about martial arts. Nothing that I do is illegal, understand? See? Now, once you can tell before you get shot, so that's fair. I say, well, if you will be making good on these threats and show up in my house with a gun, it's like, that doesn't mean that I'm just going to be like, oh, I'm going to die 100% now. Okay? So, which is also legal, self-defense, defending home, murder and threatening. So here's the point. Yeah, that sounds real tough. Okay, so anyways, I started blasting. So that sounds real tough. Bro, put that knife down before you get shot. Okay. Okay, God, he was right. There was a SWAT sniper there. I just barely missed it, see. It's a good thing I twitched it right moment like Trump. See, just nipped my ear. Tweaker. No, I'm not a tweaker. I'm not a tweaker. But I noticed a pattern where most of the time, now it does just happen to me. I've seen this when I watch other people's phone streams. And it's like, if somebody's spending 3 hours streaming, there's going to be somebody coming saying they're on meth. I call it like pharmacy comments, where some of the comment sections are like a pharmacy shop or something like this. Or they understand, it's like meth, stop doing crack. Either like the scientific, like accurate terms for the drugs, or illicit substance, or like the street, but like stop doing crack. Bros cracked out, okay? Even seen Christian preachers are like preaching intensive with fervor, be like, this guy just crack, stop doing crack, he's on crack, okay? Tweaker, stop tweaking, okay? And I guess it's because I'm having more energy and athleticism than average person from being a Christian warrior that lives like a Christian warrior. Not a Christian sissy overcome by sin. That I eat sugar every day and I watch porn and I don't exercise, don't take my vitamins. I'm ignorant and foolish. I have been seeking the truth and finding it on how to be strong, fit and healthy. And the average man has super low T, which is why they can't do what I do. So, you made it seem too good to be true, like a superhuman. And people just find it hard to believe that you could be like live for 12 hours on YouTube. 3 of them are training something. And you understand? And it's so far by base that people feel the need to like downplay it, see. Things that are not up don't have to be downplayed, see. That's pretty good, actually. So things are not up don't have to be downplayed. See, if you're not a notch up, people don't have to try to put the notch down. See, if you're not a notch above somebody, they don't feel the need to put you down a notch. See, like, unless they feel like you're above them and doing something good, they don't have to be like, well, this good is that good because he's doing math or something like this. See, I don't do drugs. So I said, hello, Satan. I believe it is time to go. Speak of which, notice how there's no evidence indicating that I'm on drugs. Any evidence in existence indicates that I'm not on drugs. See, which means you'd be irrational, paranoid, evil surmisings. You have to be paranoid to believe in the face of like evidence. There's no indications that I'm on drugs. I think it's happened, more than 3 times the last 10 years that I'm outside walking, cops show up and be like, hey, you seem stressed and weird. Are you on drugs? No. Well, we believe you are. We'll take you to the station, have to piss in a cup. None of those times, so 100% of the times where the cops have had me piss in a cup, it's been negative. And negative means if you test for COVID and the doctor says the test came back negative, that's not negative like bad news, you got it. It's the opposite. So negative is a positive. It's like if your employer tests you for drugs at work, and it's like, surprise, today everybody's got piss in the cup at work. Okay. Mandatory drug testing. And it's like you go to the office, okay, Jones, your test came back negative. Jane, your test came back negative. Negative is a positive for you, it's good news, okay? Because it means there were no signs of what they were looking for. It's like testing for coke, negative. Testing for methamphetamines, negative. Testing for opioids, negative. Testing for MDMA, negative. Do you understand? So in the test, they test like list this, and that, and then there's a word next to each substance to test for. And if it says neg, that means there's no signs of it, traces of it. You're negative. You're not testing positive for it. Positive means a hit indication that you have it in the system. See? So negative means there's no signs of it. So it's happened these 3 times that I've been pulled over, harassed by the cops, like what you've seen happen on my YouTube live stream if you're a long-term listener. And it's like they go, now I have autism, so part of persecution is harassing me and using my autism to harass me, including to create cover for action for initiating like engagement to begin with. Because a lot of times like, I'm not an idiot. It's like, why do you put me over? Cops show up, hey. I go, yeah, I'm on my way home. Am I being detained? Like in Swedish. It's like, no. And they go, what? And it's like, am I arrested? They go, no. Am I suspected of a crime? No. But we want to talk to you. I go, but I don't want to talk to you. Yeah, but we want to talk to you. Am I suspected of a crime? Am I arrested? I go, no. Okay, I don't think I had to stay here. Okay. Well, we got to talk to you. It's like, what's your name? What's your ID card? And like crack addicts for IDs. Okay. So it's like, we need the ID. Okay. Like the Johnson for the next ID hit. They needed the ID crack. There's a joke I saw in American like cop watching community. It's like, yeah. It's like they do act like they're like ID addicts. Where it's like they're feeding for they need the hit of like, we need somebody's ID. Okay. See? So it's like anyway support. And it's like the same old, they'd be like, it's like, we want to have your ID card. One of you who talked to. Am I suspected of a crime? No. But we still want the ID. And eventually it goes like they reach into my pockets and pull their eyes up a few times. Without telling me I suspect of a crime. Without telling me, they just take it off. They just go in my pocket, take it, and pat me down. After saying I'm not suspected of a crime, but they pat me down and check my ID card and things. And a few times it's happened that they go like, well, you're nervous. Okay, so I'm diagnosed with autism. And then the cops pull me over. So part of autism is social anxiety. And I used to have severe agoraphobia. Okay, I used to go to therapy for social phobia before I figured out how to deal with myself. So it's like I always like the PTSD, CPTSD, agoraphobia, I'm stressed in public. So it's like, yeah, sometimes stressed. But it's like, yeah, you're stressed, we think you're on drugs. And then you had to be humiliated by going pulling your wiener out in front of strangers, expose your genitals to strangers, and piss in a cup. And then it's like, oh, you weren't on drugs. But what we used to justify this overreach is that you were nervous that you're talking to us. and stressed, okay? Now, first of all, your grandma, who's driving 5 miles on the speed limit way to church, if she sees blue lights in her rear mirror, she gets stressed, okay? This is just how it is. Now, my point is this. The point is this, tweaker. There's no evidence indicating that I'm on drugs or even like have been the last decade or so. Anytime I've been tested by the police, which have happened more than 3 times, where I'm outside walking and it's happened like it's happened with my license when the cops show up. They just happen to show up when I'm outside walking. A Christian told a video. It talks about being harassed by a cop show up. They stop like, hey, want to talk to you? Okay, so they say out of all the people out there, people with blue hair, nose piercings, hijabs where they look like a bank robbery, all black, all black everything, and they see like this much. Okay, they're not putting those guys over. Okay, they're not putting people that wear like leather jackets with like a blue mohawk and like stubbed leather gloves or something like this that I see sometimes. They're not getting pulled over. Okay, and people that are, I don't know, they don't get pulled over. But if you might say, I get pulled over. I get pulled over. Cops show. And it's happened more than 3 times is the point that they've taken me to the station. I had to piss in a cup. And it's not one of those times. We love Trump. Fuck Trump, okay? It's a deep state shill. And not one of those times. We love Trump. Fuck Trump. He's a deep state globalist shill. What's the matter? He's part of deep state. They use smear campaigns to target our pedos to destroy our lives. Meanwhile, projection, they are the same elites that had run Pedo Island, see? The same elites that run Pedo Island and covered up. He won't release the records. See? So anyway, fuck Trump, he's a deep state shill. A traitor scumbag. And he's worked with enemies foreign and domestic to undermine America and deceive the American public. Okay? That's the truth. So, anyway, here's the point. And you can take that eagle and ride it all the way to the bank. Tell him Mike's house sent you. You get this little letter. I owe you an apology, the Illuminati, and $1 billion. You take that to the bank and go fuck yourself with it, buddy. Okay? You crawl her up and smoke that in your fucking crack pipe. Okay? Trump. Flight to go to Epstein Island. Okay? There's 12-year-olds I need to hug or something like this. Whatever the fuck you're doing over there, you freaks. So, anyway. Somebody wrote tweaker. There's no indications that I'm on drugs, okay? So tweaker is they're all fucking shills. Stop writing people's name in the chat. They're fucking shills, you brainwash losers. Candace is a shill. Tucker is a shill. Trump is a shill. Do you understand? The shills. The deep state fucking shield control opposition agents. Wake up. Wake the fuck up, Nick. ER. Go to the ER and ask a doctor to check your brain out. And have you on a gurney. Be all girded up. Gird it up. Ask you to put on a gurney, check your blood pressure, and see if you got some kind of tumor in your brain, because you're acting all fucked up. You got a bad knee, Russell, carry on. Okay, so it's the point. You write another fucking name in my chat, you're getting kicked out. Do you understand? This is your last chance, Nick. Nichols. This is last name. Weston Nichols. This is your last chance, Nick. Okay? This is your last chance. You write one goddamn motherfucking name. Say another name again, motherfucker. You get blocked. You write one more fucking name. I don't care what the name is. You write another name in my chat, get blocked. Here's the finger that clicks your name and hits the hide user on this channel. See, notice how I wrote a comment. Just before I even read the comment, it's like on the way over there. I said sorry that it's not a name. Okay. Yeah, you keep sip the lip, devil. Sip the lip, devil. Sip it, Nick. Sip it. Zip it. Let's drink it. Sip it. Hey. Oh, I got a whole bag of with your name on it, Nick. Ergo, vis-a-vis. Oh, what's the little baby says? Go fuck yourself, buddy. Wow, that okay. I just pulled this out of a hat like a fortune cookies. Got another one here. What does it say? Weston Nichols. GHEA. Okay. I don't know what that is. He put that in there. So check the next one. Western Nichols East. So this is the game's Nichols. There's a different sensors here. A fucking retard. Wow, okay. So anyway, here's the Porsche. Shut the fuck up, okay? What they're doing, these little shells, is I'm doing quality content and they work to get me off track. So somebody wrote a comment in my chat. Tweaker, okay? Which most of the time is when I'm training martial arts in something athletics. Because I guess the strength, speed, stamina, other like self-defense, self-protection, Illuminati shields, like ASP and these little films. It's like they can't match it, see? It's like Mike is like a martial arts self-defense is part of the martial arts content. Talk about self-defense and training it. And it's like they can't compete with me, see? It's like, yeah, they can talk in a big game about physical fitness and training and improvising and all this stuff. But they can't be live streaming and do what I've been doing, see? They can't do it. So it's like they have to attribute my above baseline, far above ordinary athleticism to drugs or something like this. If I was on drugs, bitch, I would have lost my muscle and not kept the muscle that I have. You fucking idiot. It's like people have been saying I'm on meth for years. It was on fucking meth. I would be scarred, I would have lost my muscle and my teeth. And my teeth would have been improving over time. See? It used to be like almost black, okay? See? I look like I have a warrior's, a fighter's physique. I'm 36 years old. Hey, buddy, if you look at... No, I'm not feeling okay, buddy. Buddy, I'm not feeling okay. I'm telling you for so I need a shoulder to cry on, buddy. Can't cry on the shoulder, buddy. I need that shoulder to cry for this for 1 minute. Come on, bro. So give me a shoulder. I need to cry on the shoulder real quick, bro. Come over here, let me cry. Oh, there's the shoulder crying. Oh, I'm crying on the shoulder. Nick. This is another. See? I don't make it up. His name starts with Nikolai here. Nikolai Krushelski. Rename your last name to Khrushchev if we got something to work with. Nikita Khrushchev. Or Stalin, possibly. If you're gonna be evil, why don't make it epic? Rename yourself Hitler or something like this. So anyway. Yeah, so anyway, back to what I was gonna say. Somebody about tweaker. So the pattern is when I train. So you don't watch all my streams. Obviously, I'm watching all my streams because I'm making the streams, okay? Which means Joe Rogan has been a part of every podcast. So he's more likely to know what he talked to a guest X, Y, and Z about. Because there's not a podcast, Rogan podcast episode, that he wasn't in the conversation, see? So he's more likely to remember, it's like, oh yeah, this is something I've talked about in the podcast. But somebody's a viewer, even like a diehard fan, they're not gonna have been watching every minute of every podcast episode. But Joe Rogan has watched 100% of all his podcast episodes in real time when he was making them. Do you understand? So, being a streamer, managing my own chat when I have it open. There's a pattern. People going about your mess, stop doing crack, stop doing mess. You're doing crack, you're doing this, that. And the pattern is statistics. That 9 out of 10 times is when I'm exercising that people come and saying, oh, meth. If that's training boxing, stick fighting, sword fighting, I'm doing kata, which means kind of like slow motion shadow boxing. Or impact training. And especially if I've been going for a long time, people come in writing your mess or something like this. So that indicates to me there could be envious people that are seeing like strength, speed, stamina, they typically only see in boxing or UFC matches on TV or something like this. It's like that tier, like the top 10%. That's actually some. So it's like it seems too hard, it seems hard to be true, it seems too good to be true. So it's like it has to be a mess. It has to be a mess, which is not true. Now here to the point, and I'm gonna finish it. I don't care how hard you try to distract me, I'm gonna finish the point. So there's no indications that I'm on meth or any other illicit drugs. And any evidence about me being on drugs
indicate that I'm not, see. So it's happened several times throughout the years where I've been pulled over by the cops out in public and I feel harassed. And they're like, oh, you seem weird or like stressed out, we think you're on drugs, take you to the station to piss in a cup. And it's always come back negative. So it's never happened that I piss in a cup at the police station and it comes back positive. Not one time. So if somebody has been on drugs for all these years, and that's why they're hyped up and intense and energetic and stuff, and nervous sometimes socializing. If that was drugs, like why would a person who's randomly drug tested on and off for a decade not be one positive sample? See? Now notice I'm being critical and critical thinker and using logic and reason. So there's nothing, it's like, oh, this person's drug tested on and off throughout the years, unprepared, drop of a hat, cop shop, you got a piece in a cup. And it's never been that they were positive. See, anytime that happened, it comes back negative. He doesn't have any signs of drugs in the system. Which means, oh, that looks like a guy who's not doing drugs. He's not a drug user. Because if somebody was a drug user, if they got tested, that they would have gotten caught at least once. See? Because people that do drugs, especially people who smoke meth, there's something that people do get addicted to, like you wouldn't believe, and they keep doing it until they end up in prison or like a rehab center or something like this. Okay. And it's not really something you can hide. So here's the point. So we covered that. I also got swatted, where I had people swat me, gang stalkers in the city. They work for the program. And it's classical Dorvo tactics, where they have been working to target me for this program with narcissistic abuse tactics, psychological violence and other tactics for long term. And I start reacting to it by leaving rants on my YouTube channel. It's like, I start to get me, understand? So, and it's like, I'm mad as hell, these people do this, whatever is the point. Even these, the other side, so I start getting more specific, less general. And the same people that have been targeting me call the psych ward and be like, oh, this guy is crazy, he's mental ill. Yada, yada, yada. Now what it's about is, nobody's quicker to smear than a person who's done you wrong. You know, it's like they could be destroyed with the truth. It's like they've broken the law in harassing an autistic person. You see, it's like they've been doing psychological crime. They've been breaking the law, harassing somebody, and then the person who didn't report to the police and didn't try to get even with them, like go looking for them in the street and wait till like, I can't wait till I see all you faggots in public. I'ma love it. Like not that like the Eminem song approach, but it's like, yeah, just bear it. It's like ignore it, keep moving on, okay? And they keep talking, and how they would just kind of like getting off my chest, ending up ranting in effect. It was like it gets to me. It's like these people have done it, whatever. So it's like, oh, now we need to smear him. So he didn't really try to get even with us, other than ranting about being upset about being abused on his YouTube channel. So we had to call the psych ward on him. This is called Dorvo, deny attack versus victim offender. He said, oh, Mike is a crazy loon and he's dangerous and bad and he needs to be in the psych ward. And the SWAT team showed up. And since I didn't have a hostage in here or like any firearms, he didn't do like a hot breach. It's like it's more like the SWAT negotiation. It was like they call me on the phone and tell me to open the door and come out, pretty much. And it took a while, but eventually I opened the door and went out. That's the point. And once again, same night, and notice how it's like, if I would have been, I was streaming before that. It's like, there's gonna be people like the last 48 hours coming there, this guy's so mad, stop doing crack, meth, you're meth, this guy tweak, I make videos, jag med gangsaker, så jag har tagit video. Stop doing meth, smoking meth, you're a cracker, he's a tweaker. And once again, this reality is tested. And this delusion doesn't hold up to the reality test, this paranoid delusion that Mike Size and meth had, see? Notice who's crazy. And it's like, same night, it's like they put me in a police car, drive me to the psych ward. And first order of business is a medical test. So I guess because you go, that's not a conspiracy. It's like they're gonna check you into in-house care, okay? Which means they're gonna be responsible for you. Which means if somebody show up there's a diabetic, and it's like they don't ask you medical history, they don't check your glucose, and it's like you end up dying in the psych ward, they'll be sued or something like this. But it's like this person died because they had a health problem. The psych ward didn't check their health or something like this. So anyway, that's the point. So the first order of business is they check you, they give you like a health checkup, blood pressure, blood oxygenation. It's like like this field sobriety test kind of was one of the things. Where it's like they have kind of like a pen and if I recall, like something like this, and like hold their hands, and they'd be like hold it, they kind of pull a little bit, and whatever they get some kind of feedback. There's like diagnostics, visual diagnostics, instrument diagnostics, like tactile cells, whatever. That's important. And after that checkup, I go to that was it actually before that, I think. Before I got to see doctor health checkup. There were actually two. Here's the point. Like within 3 hours or so, within being committed, it's like, yeah, we have a drug test here. And it's a toilet there. And they give me a cup and I go there. And I pee in it. And I give it to them. Okay. And I don't think they drank it or something like this. But it's like they go and run test. And then later on it's negative. And I have access to my medical records, and don't worry, it's like even you can't hack it, okay? I mean, it's not 2FA, it's like 3FA, okay? To get it there, okay? So here's the point. And I log in there and I look at the records, which means like they have files of like the interview, what they asked me, what I said, observations, like records, and it's not that really super interesting everything. It's kind of basic stuff. But part of it's like health checkup, like log, he was admitted at this time we need a health checkup, urine test, UPI, whatever. No signs of drugs, negative. So, and if I would go back, the 48 hours preceding that stream on the internet, I won't be surprised if comments just like this, because I've been up ranting for 12 hours, exercising, being like the dude so funny, and they'd be like, you're a mess, okay? You're a mess and you're a tweaker. Now some people are just the average Joe analyzing this. They're enemies, like they're out of shape and soft and lazy and tired, sick and tired. And they see men that are not having to live vicariously through Conor McGregor or Michael Chandler or something like this. It's like, it's like if you look at a car race, where it's like Formula One, that's exciting. You know what's more exciting? Being in the driver's seat is more exciting. So I'm a young man, I have this athleticism, where it's more exciting. So what is the analyzing psychology of sports in men? It's living vicariously on the men, it's tribalism too. So it's psychology. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to have cross-field competence. I'm saying psychology, biology, geology, and all these things. I'm a retard according to my critics. Okay. So anyway, here's the point. And I'm not supposed to exhibit extraordinary recall and pattern recognition and these other signs of high IQ, aka which how you measure intelligence. I'm recalling these facts, okay? So anyway, here's the point. I'm not like pulling this out of there in real time. So here's the point, which means I've read and watched and researched things and it's still in my brain, okay? So anyway, here's the point. What is the draw of sports, there's combat sports and football and stuff? It's tribalism in men, testosterone, tribalism, living vicariously through other men. So it's similar to women liking horror movies, statistically more likely to like horror movies, a girl, and they like the fright. And part of it is like they want a boyfriend to comfort them, to get scared and then have like the boyfriend be like, like they huddle up. And it's like the conflict resolution, it's like fear being comforted or stuff like this. Now we're going deep here. Now I support, now if you watch a horror movie and you see the Blair Witch Divine into the woods, in your reptilian brain you feel like you're being hunted by the monsters in the woods. And it's exhilarating. So you have like adrenaline, you have cortisol, fight, flight mode activation. But it's still that you know that you're not gonna die by watching the movie. So you understand. And also part of it, I believe, is similar to dreaming, nightmares, where your subconscious mind is working to prepare you and enhance your chances of survival. So if you were gonna book a flight and go climb Mount Everest, you're more likely to the week before going to Mount Everest to have nightmares about climbing Mount Everest. There's a problem, like the Sherpa falls off and you're alone in the wilderness and how do I survive, and you're trying to survive because it's like VR training where your brain is trying to make these scenarios to make it more likely that in a real world scenario you survive it. And it could be more of a difference, but it's like you've already went through the imagination, kind of. So anyway, here's the point. Dreams come from multi-do business. So your dreams are part of processing things that have happened and also preparing for things that may happen. That's part of the purpose of dreaming human beings. Processing things that have happened and preparing you for potential future events that may happen. So that's the point. So I got suddenly it'd be like this. It's like suddenly it's like the SWAT team is outside and people are watching my videos saying I'm crazy and I'm messed and stuff. And it's like I get driven to the psych ward, and within 4 hours I piss in a cup and there's no signs of drugs in my system. And I still had the medical records, where it's like methamphetamines nothing negative, whatever different, like all the drugs known to man, like street drugs, and there's no signs of it. Mike has left 10 plus urine samples the last 10 years. I would say the last 10 years, it's gonna be 10 plus. If not 10, it's gonna be close to it. 0 of them have shown any signs of drugs in my system, which means you are irrational to believe that I am. So notice how the people are saying this to say I'm crazy, they are exhibiting signs of delusions and paranoia. Where it's like they're believing something negative about a person. That's not real. See, conspiratorial paranoia, I think I'm watching this guy. So you fail the reality, you're perceiving reality wrong, see? Where you're seeing a person who is not on drugs, but your reality is like this guy's on drugs. And it's like paranoia. Like, he's probably on drugs, he's on drugs. See? And there's nothing indicating that, because facts, like there's no indicators of lies being true, understand? There can be things that are misinterpreted, but there's no real indications of lies being true. There's no like indications that man used to be a monkey, but you can find people saying that we used to be, and they dug up like a bone somewhere and it was Lucy or something like this. So anyway, it should just be mania. It is no mania, okay? I'm not Eminem. Shady still WrestleMania. And Mike is not mellow. It's adrenaline rush. Feel the bass sample with the park law fellow. Set the 595. You can see the spark from hot metal. Cold harder from day above guard. Since the day my soul started. To pop metal. Okay. Shady still WrestleMania. I'm not wrestling with mania. Just with the retarded fools. I wrestle with your conscience. So yeah, I don't want to deal. Most people are so fucked up, so hopelessly inert, dependent upon the system. The very same people who work to apply will fight to defend their servitude. They will fight to defend the system. Hey, look at this truth. I can see the corner matrix. I can tell what the code said. Mike, you're crazy, parallel. This hit. I can show you 4-shot 9/11. The whole music of this movie. Oh, he's no bitch. He's not there. This guy's crazy. Brothers cover plants grave. He's got electrolytes. See? Brothers cover plants grave. Upgrade. If the brothers cover plants grave, it's got electrolytes. Maybe the reason the children plants are not growing up to be healthy plants is because you feed them with sugar water. See? Maybe you should look at Mike SAHA streams. He mixes vitamin water. See? Maybe that boy is my child got asthma. 12 years old and type 2 diabetes at 17. Maybe it's the sugar water. It's like, oh, maybe that's why like the little children plants are not growing up to be like healthy plants. It's like, maybe it's because you're getting sugar water. Sugar. In water. More. Sugar. In water. Okay. There's many back here. Okay, hold on. Give me sugar. In water. More. More sugar in water. And it's like cockroaches come out. See? Men in Black 2. There's an alien spaceship that lands. The guy goes outside like a hero with a shotgun to check what the issue is. And he gets like sucked into the hole by an alien that jumps into him. And now he's a host. He's like a symbiote. And he's like a host of a parasite, a particular life form. And the first thing this like evil, disgusting thing wants is sugar water. See? Sugar and water.
Don't drink your carbs, health fitness people say. They're worth like a grain of salt. See? Because sugar is bad for you, period. If you put it in peanut butter or Nutella or not, salted or not. But especially bad in liquid form. Why? Due in large part to the rapid instant spike, like the dramatic instant spike, where it goes skyrockets and then crashes quickly, which means you have the blood sugar going up and down, fluctuating, which is like a risk factor for developing type 2 diabetes if you have the blood sugar swaying. One of the benefits of eating like I do, or med keto, fasting, is you have a more stable blood sugar. See, your body burns ketones, relies on ketones for fuel. Do you see a psychiatrist? You just need, go fuck yourself. I don't need prescription for what? You just need prescription meds for what? You gaslighting piece of shit. For what? Need prescription meds for what? You gaslighting punk. Oh, I'm more intelligent. I'm a genius. A brilliant man who's sane in a world full of nuts. They're delusional. You just need, I don't need prescription meds, you piece of shit. You most likely need prescription vitamins. You need to get on the SAHA Big 5 supplement protocol. Niacin, vitamin C, omega-3 fish oil, D3K2, and a B complex. So you just need, for what? I don't need prescription meds. Disgusting piece of shit. Or you still, I'm not gonna have fiance, I'm married. You gang stalking piece of shit. These people are gang stalkers. Document your comment goes into the documentation folder. You're getting fucked. Antipsychotics. I didn't get put on antipsychotics. We can't comment on Insta. Do you have Discord? No, I don't. But that's where they recruit a lot of the cyber stalkers that show up harass me. I talked about that before. Whereas somebody who's a gang stalker recruits other flying monkeys. So it'd be like somebody goes into the Discord chat, be like, this guy, Max Size, a pedophile, child rapist, cannibal, and he's live right now. Let's go harass him. So, and that's how it works. I'm simplifying it. That's how a lot of these like cyber blank accounts. Suddenly, it's like 10 people in the chat attacking me. It's so coordinated through Discord, where it could be not every person is in on the conspiracy whether they're a gang stalker, work for a secret prosecution program. But it's like one person is like a recruiter. One person is a gang stalking Tia. They've been training like smear campaigns, those things like this. They'd be like, this guy is a evil, crazy maniac. He wants to drink baby blood or something like this. He's live right now. Let's go in there or something like this. They understand. Mental health meds. You sound really competent and intelligent. Where it's like, mental health meds, okay. For what? For what? Get specific, bitch. What would I need mental health? I don't like gaslighting. I really don't like gaslighting. You probably like being alive, don't you? That's why you don't talk to people like this in the room. And you wouldn't, okay? Because most likely you value not have your body destroyed and going to hell, okay? So anyway, has a point. Because if you kept doing that over and over again, eventually somebody, you do it to the wrong person, and fatful, you fuck around and find out. You talk to people like this in the flesh. People are your better, superior men especially. It's like gaslighting, psychological violence, for delusions and psychosis. I don't have delusions and psychosis. You're a gang stalker sent here to call me crazy, okay? Gang stalk is real. Gang stalk is real. Corrupt systems always work this kind of whistleblowers. I don't have delusions, I don't have psychosis. And you know what, bitch? The burden of proof rests on if people want to force medicate me with things that are admitted to cause organ damage and things like this. It's like, force me to take it. On the claim that I'm mentally ill, they have the burden of proof to prove that I am. And you know what the thing is? With me, nothing I'm saying is impossible, see? So it's not like a case study where a guy's like, guys, he's crazy and need to be on meds. And it's like, stop, he go talk to psychologist. You have camera in your eyes. You're working for the space reptilian or something like this. Okay? And it's like the nurse, it's like her face is shifted to demon face. And it's like, oh, you have voices, yeah. What voice is telling you? It's like, kill yourself or something is what the voice is telling me. See, and it's not like the government put a chip in my brain and they are remote controlling me. Because like that's like a person doesn't have to be a tech whiz to know it's like that can't happen. There's no indication that it ever has happened before. Now, what I'm saying, nothing I'm saying is like obviously fake. Nothing I'm saying is impossible. And like 99% of what I'm saying has happened before in history, see? So it's not like a parasite affair, it's like I got a chip in my brain. And it's never been proven that somebody was implanted with a chip in the brain that was beaming voices into it or something like this. See? There are people that have been stalked by secret ports like Sir Setson. See? So what I'm saying is I'm targeted with a secret persecution program where people are recruited to target me with narcissistic double abuse tactics, cyber psychological warfare, where people is an agent, 1 in 20 people is a Stasi agent, something like this. I go to the supermarket, somebody has a call, put on shoes, go to the supermarket, and they have a Bluetooth earpiece and get told, go to the left. When they walk past, the guy calls 3 times or something like this, sort of stuff. Is that impossible? Is that impossible that somebody could get told to be on call, ready to put his shoes on, and be told by another human in an earpiece, go to the supermarket, when you see the guy with a red jacket, call 3 times and walk past him? Does that require magic or the earth being flat or space satellites? No. It's like that's something that could happen. See? Okay. So what I'm claiming is not impossible. So the burden of proof is on people to prove that I'm wrong. And it's nothing that I'm saying. It's like, okay, that can't be real. Like real mental illness, there's always something that's like everybody knows that can't happen. See? If you go, well, it's unlikely. There's like, I don't think that this will be happening. Like people say 9/11 was an inside job. Oh, you're crazy. Okay, you're crazy. So everything I'm saying, none of it is impossible. See, I'm not a person saying it's like, yeah, I hear voices in my head. That's and I'm not talking about that. I did talk with voices in my head, or something like this, or they remote controlling people with satellites. No, this I'm claiming this is a secret persecution program targeting me. The former head of Los Angeles FBI, Ted Gunderson, confirmed the sworn affidavit the government gangster targets is real. So that's also migration machinery. Ted Gunderson, the boss of the FBI in LA, government whistleblower, confirmed in the sworn affidavit that gang stalker targets is real. Sam Vaknin, Northern expert, says gang stalker is real. And what he says, he's a lecturer and a book writer, psychology expert, subcategory like narcissism, like pathology, certain types. He says gang stalk is real, and he says now a lot of people are delusional. Now, my analysis of that is he's referencing the people that I would say are paid counterintelligence agents that have a job to present themselves as crazy and make this. I'm a total video. They put a chip in my brain. Okay, yeah, gang stalk is real. They're beaming voices in my head, and some of them they have a job to make videos like that to discredit the topic, and you have a rare, genuine, real paranoid schizophrenic that finds the TI community and it kind of validates the delusions. Where it's like a person that hears voices that find fake TS lines saying gang stalking, part of it is beaming voices into their head and be like, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. That's validating the delusion. So that'd be very rare. There'd be like 1 in 1,000 crazy talkers. There would be like a real crazy person and not a TI. So, no, I'm not crazy, and we'll see who win this war, bitches. We'll see who win this war, bitches. We'll see who win this war, bitches. I gotta keep getting the truth out. And they're so desperate now, because I made a quality video. So I noticed, like, within 12 hours of me uploading to Instagram and TikTok and YouTube a video about gang stalking, now there's come people to my chat, this guy's paranoid crazy, the perception matters. My viewers say, this guy's crazy, like paid fake opinions, which like actually just confirmed what I'm saying. Which like you would expect if what Mike was saying was true, that some of these agents that work for the program would show up and be like, this guy's crazy, he's paranoid, he needs meds. Okay. Like right after I upload the video about gang stalking theory. See? So there's nothing proving that I'm crazy. Okay. And nothing I'm saying is impossible. So it takes quite a bold claim. Hey, why you doing this live, man? Don't waste your precious time in this shit. I'm not wasting my time. I'm not wasting my time. I'm doing what I want to do. If I did not find this meaningful, I wouldn't be engaging in it. If I did not find this current activity meaningful, if I find it to be pointless, I will not be engaging in it. I'm live on the internet with 5 viewers watching live. Getting word about gang stalking, speaking the truth. See, unlike other things, I don't need, I'm working, I don't need to prepare a week. That's another thing that makes me different. I go live, everything I do is impromptu. Live singing, martial arts training, teaching the Bible off the top of my head. Everything I do off the top of my head, so, in real time. None of it like these fakes that lack competence. Like a lot of pastors are like frauds. They don't have competence, they don't have a gift. Okay? So it's like you gotta compensate, but like, well, do the Bible search. They want to make a video on topic X. It's like 2 weeks, talk to the pastor friends, have a comedian, read some commentary books, take notes, have a teleprompter, or like a paper for them. Do you understand? That's the level that most people have now. Yeah, so I'm not crazy. If you look at it like this, the people, a speaker of truth, if a person like me speaks the truth as I do, and then people respond to me speaking the truth, here's what reality is, and I'm correct, and they go, oh, you're crazy, that's not real, you're mentally ill. They're closer to being diagnosed as mental than I am, because they're hearing the truth and saying you're crazy. I don't need no fucking medications, understand? I don't need no fucking medications. When I went to the psych ward, they didn't say I didn't get diagnosed with anything, bitch. I didn't get diagnosed with penalty. I talked to a psychologist and got evaluated, and they didn't say I'm crazy. They didn't say I have paranoid delusions or paranoid schizophrenia or anything. But it's like, you're a doctor in the chat, huh? It's like now he didn't say your mental ill needs medication, the doctor. But people in the chat, there are cyber stalkers. Here's the cyber stalking. You got swatted, Western Nichols. You have Discord. We can't comment on your Insta. Yeah, see. Antipsychotics. I'm not psychotic. I don't need antipsychotics. Could you mean? No, the truth is I'm a persecuted Christian, talking about the secret persecution from by the government, and it makes you angry. Okay, so no, I'm not crazy. Now I don't play this game that some people do. They hyper focus on perception. It's like, well, it's like I realized the program wants me to be ranting and raving and stuff, and it's like you're more credible when you're calm. It's like I'm gonna be an actor, like pretend like what's happening is not happening to me. Okay, do you understand? It's like that's a dirty game. I'm not gonna play that. Meaning, I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, I just for good PR, I just pretend like the intense efforts to madden me, drive me nuts, or not making me irate. Okay, it's like 24/7 targeting. It never gets me like irate or angry or worked up. Yeah. The funny part is it worked up. Yeah. So no, I'm not crazy. Why are you afraid of medication? Go fuck yourself, you gas hankies. I'm not afraid of medication. I don't need it. Why are you afraid of? I'm not afraid of medication. I believe that some of these heavy big pharma drugs, the first one I don't need, can lead to brain damage. You can Google search antipsychotics brain damage, or Lexapro side effects, or lithium side effects, and read around a little bit. Okay. And obviously it's not all safe. So if it's something I don't need, what would I do? I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid of medication. Now here's what you do. You cyberstalk control. Showing up in my chat as usual. And because I'm speaking the truth, abusive system of control, abusive systems of control over people describe whistleblowers. So because I'm whistleblower speaking the truth about harming, there's people show up in my chat saying I'm crazy. And most likely these are people who work for the program. And it could be one person who's a cyberstalker with 2 SAHA accounts. So this Nikolai and Mion and all these people, it's like they impersonate the mob like Jack Lambert's website, like the comment, the link in the website. See, if you look around there, it loads slowly. It does a page, if you click the link on the website, like in the drop down the list, it takes like 10 seconds for the page to load up because it's illegal on the way back. You see, the original website is not up anymore. Chuck has been there for many years, so he was murdered by the program. I will bet on it. So, anyway, it's a point. Ploys by perps in shadow talk, it says it there. I remember it. Working to derail substantive discussion. So those guys like, oh, Michael think he's non-crazy, calm, cool, collected, intelligent self. Articulate, reasonable, not crazy. So that we need to work to distract him and get him off track. And kind of like heckling. And perception management. Be like, this guy's nuts. Here's my fake opinion. This guy's crazy and on drugs, everybody. And I hope that more people see, like, fall into that view of me. Because you see other people's fake opinions and that. Yeah. So there's a lot of cyberstalks in here. I'm not afraid of medication, but you're gaslighting what you do. I'm not crazy. I'm speaking the truth. And you're a person sent here to discredit me in my testimony, a whistleblower. Because I'm speaking the truth about persecution. Thou art mad, physically declared. Thou art all not right, thou art mad, and the devil. There's people out to get you, nobody's out to get you, Christian. You're crazy. Okay, you're crazy. Okay, you need to have some vinegar. Whatever, on a sponge. So here's the point. So no, okay, I don't want the medication. I don't need it. I'm safe, okay. I'm safe. I have a high IQ. I have a brilliant mind. I'm extraordinarily intelligent. I'm sharper than most. And I'm more knowledgeable. So me speaking the truth and knowing more than you doesn't mean that I'm crazy, okay? And that's like a bold claim. It's like Mike is crazy because he's saying that he's the part of a secret persecution program. There was a secret persecution program called Zersetzer in Germany. You can read about on Wikipedia. Zersetzer with the sea like sword. Ted Gunderson, government whistleblower, it's like Cash Patel, the head of FBI, confirmed that gang stalking is real. So yeah, gang stalking is real. It's in America, it's nationwide. So notice like, oh, okay. So there's some, it's reasonable, I guess this has happened before. It's, all I'm saying is something that has happened before is happening now. And what I'm saying is happening now, that similar things have happened before in recent history in the West by the government. They're having this sources, that's something. It was confirmed in a sworn affidavit by government whistleblower and government of Israel. Okay. And nothing I'm saying can be proven to be not true. See? I said these people get sent into the supermarket every time I go shopping to do narcissist double speed tactics. Okay. They have a hand or they get told to use a certain word around or something like this. That's been like a theme of harassment. Something that I will notice, but other people can't notice it because they don't have the same experience later back. Okay. You can't prove that not be real. See? You can't prove that to not be real. Okay. And also it's going to be hard to prove that to be real because logic dictates like if the government has a secret program, it needs to be discredited that people can't realize it's going on. They have to be subtle, sophisticated in how they do it. So that it can't be like, they're not done with like, oh, we started gang stalking. And like the first year retired, so within year one, they like exposed gang stalking. Rather, there was a program going on for this person. because they were so sloppy that they decided they exposed it. Now it's going to be carried out in a way where it's hard to prove. Now, you can't prove that what I'm saying is not happening. Okay? You can't prove that I'm crazy. And it's like there's nothing that I'm saying that is impossible, that requires the existence of the spirit world really, or requires the existence of unknown exotic technology. See? It's nothing that it has to be space reptilians to be real to accept what I'm saying is real and happening. There's no the earth is flat in what I'm saying. There's no I got a brain chip implant and being voices into my head. And it's like, well, that's crazy. It's never been proven that somebody had brain chip implant and voices will be in the head. See? And there's no, do you understand? It's like nothing that's like a real crazy person. That's like claiming that the voice have been beamed into the head. And there's like no proof of voices being beamed into people's head. The closest thing to that you have in reality are directional speakers, where they can have speakers in the town square that concentrates the area, the sound into like a one tile in the town square kind of. If you walk into this zone, it's like you can hear the advertisement, but somebody standing 5 feet to the right can't even hear it. Okay, now that's a speaker, okay? It's not really like beaming voices into your head. It's like directional microphones and there's directional speakers. So yeah, I'm not crazy. And we'll see with this one. I'm gonna keep speaking truth about this. Why are you afraid of medication? I'm not afraid of medication. I don't need it because I'm sane. And speaking the truth. I'm a persecuted Christian taught with a secret state persecution book called Gangs of Riddles. And all your lies, how forceful are right words, but what did your argument prove? Okay? I'm speaking the truth, I'm gonna win. Or you can keep lying. And I think that you're gonna win with that. The truth is the truth, but the truth is more power than lies. I went to see a psychiatrist and he cleared me as mentally well. See? He didn't write down Mike's crazy and paranoid. See? Now I got to take the psych ward, piece in the cup, no drugs. See? So notice how this is a pattern. People are lying about me. I'm a whistleblower. People say this guy's on drugs. People say I'm a paranoid schizo. But I get taken to a psych ward, talk to the doctor, get evaluated. And he doesn't say this guy's a paranoid schizophrenic. Okay. And there's no drugs in my system. So I think if anybody, like you need medication because you're hearing somebody speak the truth and you think they're crazy. You just need prescription meds. Really disgusting. Really disgusting. You're getting blocked. There's nobody worth my time in the chat. I'm blocking all these people and I got screenshots. Here's another thing how crazy and retarded people are. Part of why some idiots think that I'm crazy is like I block these people now, which deletes all the comments. And if tomorrow someone watch a replay and they see me like here, oh, this person said this, you're wrong. It's like they can't see the comments. You understand? Because when you block somebody, it removes all the previous comments. So it doesn't show up in the live chat replay. And some people are so crazy and retarded. It's like they watch my streams and I think I'm talking to myself, something like this. Like, oh, it's like imagine the people by the comments, something like this. I've gone through these cyber stalkers here in the chat and blocking them. Here you go, I'm really... in Sweden, so I was training knife fighting martial arts before, and I'm not going to stop doing that. I'm a free man, and I'm over in my rights to practice martial arts and talk about knife fighting and sword fighting and practice it. It's legal. If it was illegal, I wouldn't be doing it on my YouTube channel. That's the point.
and you can write little subtle veiled threats. Bro, put the knife down before. What I don't like is I'm a fearless man, see. I have courage. I don't go around which the average person is unrelable to them. It's like they try things where it's like, oh, they act like I'm a person that can make me scared by writing, put the knife down before it gets shot. And they think I'm gonna be like, oh, yo, oh, stop playing knife martial arts. I've never trained knife martial arts again. Somebody said, put the knife down before you get shot. I didn't get shot, okay. And why would I get shot? Why would I get shot? Here's another thing. It's like sometimes haters when I take knife martial arts come to my chat. And it's like, I guess if you're intimidated by dangerous men, like if I with knives or something like this. Well, don't bring a knife to gunfight, something like this. Bitch, I'm in Sweden. Nobody can have guns in Sweden. Okay? And you can't even leave your home legally with a knife on you. Understand? So if somebody be showing up at my door with any type of weapon, they'll be breaking the law by just showing up there. And that also shows intent to do harm if they show up with a weapon at my doorstep, which unlocks kind of certain legal court actions. That's the point. Because it's like, why would you bring a weapon illegally into my vicinity, okay, if you're not looking to hurt me, okay? Understand? Which means if I would react and defend myself, it's like, well, yeah, I'm saying the guy was coming to hurt me and he brought a weapon concealed to where I am. Do you understand? So anyway, that's the point. I'm not a retard, so I don't have to share too much output thinking able mind. So here's the point. There's a reason I'm still alive. So here's the point. It's like, don't bring a gun to knife. In Sweden, only cops can have guns legally. Okay? There's nobody's allowed to have guns in public other than cops. Other than that, it's gangbangers in Sweden. And I don't have a problem with them. There's no reason that gangbangers in Sweden want to fuck with me, understand? Gangbangers, like if you read the news, it's like it's gang on gang conflicts. Where it's like Sweden has become more violent. So it's like bombings and shootings. Now, I don't do anything that will make Swedish gangbangers want to get with me. I'm not like opening up shops, start selling drugs in somebody else's territory. And then they give you like a warning. It's like, this is our church, like, I'm going to keep selling drugs. Yeah, they might hurt them. But like, I'm a loner, stay at home, ranting about the cops being evil, okay? So why would gangbangers have a problem with me? Understand? They probably think that the government's wasting resources on stalking autistic Christian rather than like looking into what they're doing. Okay? You understand? It's like the government is wasting time and resources in like harassing me, and they're not. These cops that harass me are not out looking for gangbangers. Please understand. So, answer those questions before you get shot. Put the knife down before you get shot. But I don't make videos like threatening random people that bring knives to kill you. There's no reason I'll be like, oh, I'm going to hit a person. Okay, I train knife on martial arts. Some idiot comes in, put the knife down before you get shot. Shot by who? Okay, I'm not holding somebody hostage here. So it's like, I got somebody with a knife and somebody across the top to the SWAT team or something, and they have like a sniper up there behind the chimney, and then it's like they shoot me or something. Okay. Or it's like the cops come in and I hold that, put the knife on. No, I'm like, okay, it's nothing, what's going on? And so all the Swedish police can have guns in Sweden. So it's kind of like the UK. Sweden is similar to the UK in gun laws, weapon laws, which means only police can have weapons, guns, firearms. And hunters, okay. Now they can't just be walking around open carrying like a bolt action 30-06 every day, all the time, because they're hunter and hunt in the weekend all that, okay. So other than that, who's got guns in Sweden is criminals, okay. So it's cops and robbers, cops and criminals, okay. They have guns, and there's no reason for the cops to be shooting me because I'm carrying a knife by the martial arts in my home, and there's no reason for criminals in Sweden to want to shoot me either, because I'm not working to expose or rat out criminals. I'm not working to be like, figure out who's a gangbanger and rat him out, okay? I work to expose government tyranny and corruption. That I'm talking about, which is like the Swedish police, social service, neighborhood watching, average those that are targeted, like government agents. So there's no reason the gangbangers have involved me either. I'm not competing with them. I'm not hanging out with gang members. I'm not a friend of gang members. I'm not fucking with them. I'm not in any way. I mean, I don't hang out with criminals. I don't make trouble for them. I'm not competing with them. I don't hang out with them. So there's really no reason that this category of people that have guns will want to shoot me. Okay, and cops might kind of look for an excuse to shoot me. There's been some things that happen because I'm targeted with the Swedish government, by the Swedish government. Like it happened one time, plainclothes police officers pulled up on me in an unmarked tinted window car. And like abruptly like, pulled up on me and then jumped out of the car and moved towards me. And in hindsight, I thought about it. It like looked like they were trying to get me to freak out and like lash out, so they would have an excuse to like shoot me or use force on me. That's what it looks like to me. And I have that on video.
Now I'm going to take supplements. Neck and it feels make it easier. I'm not crazy, I'm sane. But and it's like it's kind of rare that people that are not enabled to come in crazy. Most of the time people in my chat is Sock Puppet Cyberstalker account. They're working for the program, they have a job to come and say that I'm crazy, I understand. This is smirkable, perception management, discredit the victim. So since I'm a target of, since what I'm saying is real, then I'm a target of a secret program to go after in real life and with mostly narcissistic always abuse and intelligently physical attacks, covert ones. Waar de inte vi gör så gånger. Since I'm speaking the truth, this is something the government doesn't want people to know about. They need to work to discredit me as a whistleblower. Abusive systems of control also work to discredit whistleblowers. It's like, this person is a whistleblower. The government is corrupt, random for to do these evil things. It's like, the same job will pay people to put my chat with cyber stalking, like some type of accounts go, this guy's crazy, or whatever, or mess, okay. So, a lot of the hate that I get online and trolling is from cyber stalkers. People work for the program.
And I recently uploaded a video in Swedish talk about this. So it's like this is desperation. Was like we have to double down on painting this guy is crazy. Imagine if you get to the point where more Christians get put on this list. Because the Bible teaches you all the God that Christ suffer persecution. I'm a Christian, be told with seek persecution, but you'll be laughing, scoffing at it. You're more likely to end up being taught of God letting that happen to you. Because you heard the testimony of another Christian being persecuted, turn a blind eye to it. See? So, anyways, the point. Imagine if that becomes like in end times more and more, and there's more Christians who get taught about this like specific targeting. And this secret army of perps will be like, if you don't get the marks on people, like, yeah, these people will target you or something like this. So here's the point. I'm not crazy, I'm very sane. It's easy to claim somebody's crazy. The reason people say I'm crazy is because I'm speaking the truth. And I am sane in a world of mentally ill, toxic, pathological, sick people. So no, I'm not crazy. I'm a Christian man, a Christian warrior, and I have the guts, the courage to speak the truth. Most people are afraid. So there's a lot of people that are like secret, closet 9/11 truths are Christians. But what keeps them from going public with it is they're afraid to be mocked and ridiculed. See? They're weak, they're not strong. God has made my forehead as an adamant, hardened and flint, understand? I'm not afraid of their faces. See, I'm not afraid of that, being mocked. As an adamant, hardened and flint had I made that forehead. So, I've been speaking truth consistently, and people are like, you're crazy. And I have been persistent and never gave up, see.
Because God can use men like me, warriors. They're not weak sissies. They won't bother me to bail, see? As most Christians do. Most Christians, where I think going on Andy Woods, Banner Holt House, to the Bible Church, that's a pattern. Jack Smack, books. It's like these people, they get approached by the deep state, they get targeted. They get bitched, maybe become a little slave boy. And they take orders from the deep state favor. See? It's like they go and do it to wrong. They can't be Christians to target Christian. See? So it's like, no wonder God hasn't done mighty things for them and blessed them with strength and things so like impressive. Because you can't have both ways. You can't walk after the flesh and in sinful compromise to the world and have the power of God flowing through you at the same time. Like me being able to give testimony. I've been taught with this for 10 years. Narcissistic abuse, high level, food poisoning, physical targeting, and I'm still in better shape and like livelier than the average Swede. My size not as the other Swedish men are, he's lively. See? And it's full of energy, of life, full of life and energy, vitality. Despite this program working to destroy me. So, behold, the Lord hath a mighty and strong one. He making my feet like hinds feet. He making me strong so that a bow of steel is broken by my hands. See? They go with the Leviathan, which he made to play the something like this. Yeah. They skip like the cedars or something like this. The voice of the Lord's 100. Yeah, okay. Something like this. Blessed be the Lord my strength. Blessed be the Lord my strength. All the exile calculated by God is confident all things. I wouldn't have the power, the strength to be as energetic and productive as I've been despite everything I've gone through just by just monotherapy, just exercising. Okay, just lifting weights. Okay. No, it's seeking, asking, knocking, and God show me truth, including physical stuff. God is perfect all things. All things. Physical health, spiritual health, psychological health. See, God is perfect all things. So the reason that I am ripped with a six-pack and is super energetic and have Bosworth's letter system, it's not just exercising. It's God blessing me with health, fitness, wisdom, and insights, and applying it with consistent diligent effort. And that's why I'm a smoker that just aced a lung test video and could hold my breath for 1 minute 30 seconds. And when I see this like on TikTok, I search lung test video for an upload of mine. It's like the scale is like smoker, and it's like a scale was like how long people hold their breath like smoker. They're at a military level, maybe that's like 45 seconds, something like this. Okay, then smoker is like 15 or 30 or something like this. So it's like I think Andy Woods couldn't hold his breath for 1 minute 30 seconds, and he might not have smoked a cigarette since he was a teenager. So whenever God does something, it's new and fresh and interesting and exciting. The banal of evil. The evil is always monotone, copycat, imitations, border knockoffs. These athletic greaves were really a good investment. And he wants to get people on the rest of the pretty cheap. Coffee. So I made a pit stop here. Might get to some more physical activity for you can. I had a pit stop in here for some coffee, took liposomal vitamin C, regular vitamin C, NAC, ALA, ashwagandha.
don't kind of stop it to any but nice marshmallow. But I guess people don't get it. I'm not born, you understand. I don't submit. I don't submit. I don't submit. Meaning, it's like people whining and crying about nothing. It's like, stop. I'm doing what I want, understand. I'm free. Don't have the power to lead about what seance, but this it's not a seance, it's my body. And that's a woman that you can never get a woman like that. Okay. It's not high quality. This quality of women don't set up for trash. There are men that see the short, like being a beta cut, hanging people in chat. Like I might have been a maker or stuff. Yeah. I might have been stuff. I might get the government and you're not. Yeah. I'm gonna pass self-improvement, like saying hard position stuff. And you're like a person waiting the time hating what you do. Haters on the internet they will always. Constant people want to be better than that. You make people feel good about yourself when it's lazy, soft, out of shape. You make people feel like hell, like shit, when it comes from hell, you can't fucking make it. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. So, ideal to judge you. I have an ideal physique. I'm an ideal man. I'm a great man. I'm not going to pretend that I'm not. I can always work. So, to have a genius level IQ, first of all, 140 range is rare. See, I mean that. I have a genius level IQ. That's rare. That makes you special. That's rare. That makes it well, it's extraordinary. It's like 98% IQ. See? That's rare to have that one thing, and that's like amazing to have that. Like a genius brain. Now, if you're also, and you're not a pencil, actually. So yeah, you're a genius, but not like a guy who's a genius, but it's like an oblivion character where all stats are maxed out to level 9 or something like this. It's like a genius IQ, and you have like the physique of a UFC fighter. You're a tough guy, alpha giga chad, who's athletic and like physically powerful, and the opposite of like a nerd, understand? Like an archetypical nerd. But like you're athletic, extraordinary athletic, and a genius. These two things together, you know how rare it is. History gets a man on my greatest level maybe every 500 years or so. A person is a genius and has the athleticism that I could have been a pro boxer. I could have been like Ryan Garcia up there. If I would have, do you understand? That level, I'm caliber that. You could go, no, I'm a hater. No, you look at my training, what I can do. It's like, you'd be crazy not thinking, well, if this guy would try for when I was like 23, he could have been like in the boxer in the UFC. Or pro boxer. So you know how rare it is to have that. Like to be a genius and a superhuman athletic. Superhuman athletic. So one thing having genius, like, which I confirmed by psychologists in which IQ test, by the way, bitch. If we go, this is not real, just crazy making up. I went to a psychologist, tested for autism. They administer an IQ test. And at the multi-day testing, one of an IQ test. And at the end they go like, yeah, but don't tell people the score, like the number score, but you score really high. And they recommend I should apply for Mensa. And the entry test of Mensa is having a genius IQ, like around 138 up, see? Okay. And they both done in words, see? Where it's like Michael is extraordinarily intelligent, like borderline gifted. So it's like gifted might be 140 IQ points and up or something like this. And like extraordinary is going to be above baseline, understand? So from the words, and they recommend, so a psychologist who gave me an IQ test recommend I should try applying for Mensa. Like, did you hear about Mensa? Yeah, they should try applying for it. Maybe you should try applying for it. See? Now they don't tell the number score. But they wrote down extraordinary intelligent. So I'm an autistic savant, and people that watch my videos can tell that. So, no, this is part of it, but I can tell you this on IQ. Commonly called with a high IQ is high recall and good pattern recognition. Also, linguistic ability is tied to high IQ, like a high megahertz powerful brain, basically. So human intelligence level is measured in IQ, okay? And commonly called with a high IQ is musical ability, like Chinese kids with a high IQ, they can play the violin or something like Yo-Yo Ma, or whatever, okay? So commonly called with a high IQ powerful brain is being skilled in music, linguistic ability, where I speak English more fluently than 99% of Swedish people. See? This guy Matthias is like the archetypical Swedish accent. Hello, today I'm gonna make a little video You can go listen to Uncommon Sense or Matthias. Not, I don't recommend Matthias. And I'm not just being mean to these people, but it's like if you look around, the average Swede that shows up in the UN speakers of this, they have a thick accent. There's a remarkable lack of a thick Swedish accent when I speak. Okay, and I have a larger vocabulary in English than the average American in middle-aged, meaning more words. It's like superfluous. I think words like this that I don't normally use because it's just alienating from people. Most people are so retarded just how fast I speak, fast brain, fast thoughts. It makes it hard for them to comprehend what I'm saying. Just the speed of mental activity and like the output, like speaking fast. That you could have a hard time keeping up. Okay. So anyway, but it's like it's redundant. See, like things like this that a lot of Americans don't know these like 10 different words like synonyms. It's like it's unnecessarily much. It's redundant. See, superfluous. You understand? It's like to a great extent. So it's like basically I have a larger vocabulary than the average American do. So common equivalent of high IQ is linguistic ability, meaning having an ease to pick up languages and getting better at languages than other people. Another indicator is good recall, which for you dumb people out there with low vocabularies, Americans listen to me, that means good memory. See, good recall means good memory, okay? Pattern recognition, oh, you mean like what I show when I make the videos decoding things, see? And it's like, oh, sugar, no conforming movie, sugar, silence weapons, yes, silence weapons. I read this before, so it's recall and pattern recognition combined that makes me able to do the decodes, like the nuts and bolts of it. So because I'm, to be great at doing the misunderstood, mocked, and ridiculed. So because I'm like the guy not showing the Darkness movie, and the average person in terms of their IQ difference for me is like a man who's 40 and his 12-year-old son. That's the same difference in IQ, okay, between me and the average person. And all close to that to in testosterone levels too. And one of the indicators of testosterone is energy, stamina. So the average guy that's retarded, it's like they can't keep pace with me mentally either. See, they can't keep pace with my training. They couldn't match it, see, and go live and train and do what I do. And they can't keep pace mentally. So it's one of the gas answers to get from haters. It's like nobody likes to feel like somebody's smarter than them. See, I recall that too. Okay, green. Where it's like this people don't like it. It's like beware of people showing your intelligence to people because people don't like to feel like somebody's smarter than them. See? So the narcissistic average person, when they, even without me trying to, can sense they're smarter than them, that gives them a narcissistic injury. They'd be like on a mission to say that I'm dumb. They're projecting. It's like they feel dumb, see? Because they hear somebody talk smart to them. It's like, you're dumb. You're an idiot. Because that's how they feel when they hear me talk, see? So they see me make videos. So I support. No, I'm not dumb. So yeah, I'm a great man, okay? And history is judged by how you respond to greatness. So it's like you have a great man show up and like how does people respond to this person? Because it's like people like me, I haven't been these things I've done in the corner. I've been great and extraordinary. And like the people how they respond, it says a lot about the culture. See? There's a war on excellence. We don't live in a pure meritocratic system, a meritocracy. We live in an evilarchy, where people are antisocial, willing to engage in depraved acts, rise to the top. The deep state Illuminati psychopathic power elites, narcissistic psychopathic power elites. They control Hollywood, the music industry, the media, politics, which means even if you have singing talent, we're like, wow, this person keeps straight, we're expecting a person doesn't live reality. It's like they see my live streams and sometimes I sing really well, they be like, well, this guy, if he's gonna get discovered one day, he's gonna sign it to like Sony, BMG records, stuff like this. No, because you don't live in reality. You think we live in a meritocracy, where it's like people that have talent in singing become famous singers. See, we don't live in an organic system. This world system is rigged. It's like people like me would naturally end up rising to a large level. He that is diligent shall come forth to the people. So they had to work hard to keep from coming forth to the people. See? Because I have talent and the ability to work hard. It's not like, well, talent beats the hard work. I have talent and I work hard. I've been putting 6 hours a day for years live streaming to YouTube and singing well intermittently, live streaming training. Okay, I didn't have like American talk income, let's come chamber or something like this. Okay, do you understand? Because we don't. It's like I didn't get so like, hey, okay, can you do voice acting? I'm sorry, license. You can act and do voice acting, and you have like a leading man, alpha, handsome. You got everything that takes to be a Hollywood superstar. So you're handsome, a leading man, like look like a villain out of those blockbusters, and you can act. See, but I didn't get anybody call and be like, hey, it's like, because that's not how the world works. This like most people still live like when I was like 8 or something like this. Understand? Or it's like you believe you heard some rumors like the Backstreet Boys were playing instruments in the backyard and someone walks past and hears them and he works for a record label. He'd be like, hey, I'm signing you. And that's how they got it. You understand? Something like this. It's like that's not the reality, okay? Boy girl groups make me sick. So yeah, I'm a great man, and I don't shy away from that. Okay, I'm not gonna shrink and play small. It's like the truth is the truth. I'm a great man. I don't care if you agree with me. I have an internal locus of control. You know, my self-esteem is not based. My level of self-esteem is not based off of what other people are telling me. My self-esteem is based off an accurate perception ability, meaning having a perception ability. Where I can, if I train, I don't like wait until someone leaves a comment saying wow, you got good hand speed, until I realize I have good hand speed. See, I'm throwing punches. I know I'm hitting fast. I know what I'm hitting hard. I know what I'm hitting slow. See, it's like I don't need other people to validate my reality. Okay, so a lot of people never grew up, which means their self-esteem is very like the scales like movable up and down, based off of how other people are responding to them. Understand? Which is a weakness. It's a weakness. It makes it more vulnerable to manipulation. So anyway, it's the point. Like if you base your feeling good about yourself on other people's opinion, if people's opinion, people get conspiratorial about stuff wants to tear you down, now your self-esteem is going down. So yeah, I'm a genius with superhuman athleticism in the top tier. I've been called superhuman athleticism in the tier that you typically only see in pro athletes, like pro boxers and UFC athletes, things like this. Fighting specific athleticism, strength, speed, stamina, endurance, things like this. And apparently I had the ability to learn techniques and stuff. What I've learned, what I can do, I've learned it myself, like the Matrix movie. Where God has been helping to download me with knowledge, as it were. Apparently, God got better at fighting. I've learned fighting techniques, got better all the time. So, anyways, the point. So, yeah, it's like, it's not my fault. And I think it's cute when people going, right, we should, like, who do you think you are that you think that you're up to par to be a friend of? That will want to talk to you. Don't get the impression because I watch you on YouTube that it's like you're crazy and delusional. I'm not Mr. Nice Guy. I'm not here to make friends. Understand? I have standards. I'm a high status, high value person, and high status, high value people have high standards, which means I'm not like, oh, somebody wants to talk to me. Yeah, I'll spend 30 minutes talking to you. It's like most people are not up to par. That's how people get blocked all the time. My Christian Mike blocks everybody. No, I block toxic piece of shit that run the wrong way and irking me. It's what I block. And if you're not destroyed, the average man is destroyed. It's worked on them. They've robbed you of your masculinity, your intelligence. God made man to be like the average man should have this IQ, this testosterone, it should be this switched on and sharp-minded. But the average person is so deceived, so weakened metaphysically, that the deep state had them right where they want them. I'm a free man. Yeah, so I had a mob of cyberstalks and they all got blocked. That's another sign of the times, another thing that's wrong with our culture.
people being anonymous online and exposing anonymity to engage in antisocial behavior, harassing people, trolling people, gaslighting, cyber stalking, threatening people in the chat that are live streamers, things like this. They expose anonymity. Whereas there's another way that I'm there, where everything that I do on YouTube is associated. I don't have SOC accounts. I don't have backups, which means it's happened a few times I get triggered by some Illuminati shill. Let's say Penguin see I go, this guy's a bitch or something like this in his chat. And it's like, oh, do you understand? It's not, I don't have like a bank robber hoodie burner account because I stand for what I do. What I'm doing is, understand, I am who I am. So everything I do, good, bad, and in between, is from this account, see? Which means if I want to leave a comment on somebody's video, Mike Israel or Greg Lucette, it's Mike SAHA, see? The streamer that has pictures of his face, videos of his own, streams of his own. So do you understand? So it's less cowardly and like it's not like the average coward, see? So if I go to Greg Lucette and say, it's like, oh, your form is bad on the bicep curls. He can go to my channel. Oh, this guy's got a live training stream. Let's look at his form. Well, actually, Mike, I think your form is worse or something like this. At 1 hour, 13 minutes, you're doing it wrong. Yeah. So, you never see a hater doing better than you, said David Goggins. Okay, the great scholar, poet, and playwright, David Goggins. Okay. So I have the toughness and discipline of David Goggins, and the brain of Jordan Peterson on steroids, and not benzos or whatever he was on. So that's the point. Now, David Goggins, sometimes people are not geniuses, can come up with something that is up to par, okay? That even like a smart guy like me can be like, well, that's actually good, okay? So here's the point. David Goggins, it comes down to people, haters don't want to see being better than them. See, you never see a hater doing better than you. Yeah, you know what, bitch? I've been live on YouTube, streaming for years. And people show up in my chat when I'm trading, you're doing it wrong, blah, 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 whatever. They criticize what I'm doing. Saying that I suck what I'm doing. And the reason they do is because I don't suck. And it's like, out of all the thousands of comments, our live stream training, it's like, you're doing it wrong, it's like, you need to do this, the boxing needs to, you're not doing the boxing version for this. This never go to channel, the person who said that. Oh, they have videos of themselves training boxing. See? Never. That people that are saying that I suck, they never have videos of their own. See? Never. People are coming writing, your form is awful. It never happens. I go to chat. Oh, they got videos of their own training martial arts. See? And like anybody that I see, there's like a streamer on the phone. I haven't seen one person that's more impressive than me. Like in their home training streams. Like coming across videos like this, guys that got a bag in the gym and they're training. Like a Joe at home. I've never seen someone this impressive me. They even had like a demonic Luke, okay. There had actually 2 amateur fights, at least. And I'm more impressive than him. I mean, you look at my training since he looks slow, I make it look bad. I mean, I'm a self-trained at-home martial arts guy. And his guys had 2 pro fights, and he turned hater on me, sarcastic and everything else. Our insecurities. And I look at his streams, and I'm more impressive. I move faster, I hit harder, I got more stamina, I look better, my physique, better physique. I have more strength, speed, stamina, I hit harder, faster, everything. See, I never see somebody who's even to the point where I can outshine pro athletes. It's happened a few times. Tony Jeffries, pro boxer, Olympic boxer, recently broke Guinness Book of Records for most punches thrown in 24 hours or whatever it was. He makes a video bragging about his hand speed. It's like, yeah, I know it's hard to beat. Look at his hand speed. And it's like the same day I go live and then like go, okay, Tony Ferguson. And I'm at least as fast as he is. Not Tony Ferguson, Tony Jeffries. See? So that's the level that I'm at. Where I've been able to outperform UFC athletes and boxers. See? It's like they make a video, look at my hand speed is great. It's like I go live to hand speed. Some guy, his training camp, probably worked out his ended media, like throwing power shots. It shows this guy showcased amazing power ahead of his fight. It's like my last training video, I was hitting harder. Okay, or if it's like the speed, it's like I'm at least as fast. So
You never see haters doing better than you. And notice how, even though I'm better than some people, that type of person is not a hater, see? So, like, I'm on par and at a higher level than some pro athletes. But you don't see me go into the chat of Tony Ferguson and be like, your elbows are nothing. I might look at his training footage and mine and be like, I think my elbow strikes are hitting harder. I think like my elbow strikes game is more lethal. Understand? Like I looked at my elbow strikes, looked at his. He's good at elbow strikes. Like okay, but I think my elbow strikes hit harder. Okay. But since I'm not a hater, I don't go in there and be like, oh, I think my elbow strikes are better than you. Okay. I've been to maybe the training. Oh, he's doing this for training. Maybe I'll try it out. See? See? Like his trainer's got a little ball, maybe I'll try hitting a ball. Okay. Try that out. What's the difference doing elbow strikes and maybe I'll try that. Stuff like this. Nice point. You don't see haters doing better than you. So the thing when people hate them is because I provoke them. An ideal judges you. They are provoked. They're insecurities. An ideal judges you. So if you're an ideal man, like an Ubermensch, okay, the Nietzschean Ubermensch, okay, where it's like you're a genius, you're more athletic, you're smarter than 90% of people, you're more athletic and physically masculine than 90% of people. Ideal physical, like athleticism, ideal mentally, character, discipline, you don't watch porn, you eat less than 5 grams of sugar per day, other than the regime. You exercise frequently, you constantly work to improve yourself. You're stoic, you're not like folding under pressure, you keep improving. Yeah, it's like the people are gonna be insecure. And that the constant people see me being better than them. That's the type of people who are hating on me. That's the people who are hating on me. So this guy Luke, once the point he was like slowly like irking me. But it got to a point where in the middle of a live stream here in the kitchen, he came in, let's keep working, bro. Keep training. One day we'll be shredded or something like this. I'm already shredded, so he's gaslighting. I'm already shredded. See, so he was gaslighting. We're like a hater, see. It's a subtle put down gaslighting. Because I'm already shredded and he looks like scrawny. He doesn't have a fighter's build. I have a fighter's build. And he looks like scrawny like a crackhead or something. That's what he's been doing. Like he looks like a retired has-been bum fighter. Okay. Like he's like skinny, fat, scrawny. Scrawny. He doesn't look physically powerful. And he's slower than me and less powerful. And he comes into my chat, one of these streams that I was training martial arts. He goes, let's keep training. One day we'll be. And he's like trying to make it like less obvious that he's trash talk, like downplay me. Be like wheeze. He's like, let's keep training, Mike. Let's keep pretending to be like a supporter. Let's keep training, Mike. One day we'll be shredded or something like this. And I go, I'm already shredded. That's weird, okay? That's squirrely. I'm already shredded. And then it's like I have the videos to prove it, but I do flexes in live streams all the time, and that's a shredded physique. Words have meanings. It's not a feeling. I feel shredded sometimes. No, it's like shredded. If I look at Instagram, like male physique, different types of what is alpha male fitness of what is some hashtag or some group. It'd be like shredded. It'd be like muscular with low body fat percentage. Basically like my physique. See. It's like that one day, so with your gaslighting is saying that I'm not already shredded, which I am. See. Be like one day you'll be like one day you'll have brown hair, okay? Keep training, one day you have brown hair. Or something like this. I already have brown hair. This gaslighting. So he came in, keep training, one day you'll be shredded. I already am shredded. I got the videos to prove it, okay? It's not like from 3 years ago. I was flexing early this fashion. I'm shredded. I got shredded physique. Shredded. Less than 12% body fat with lean muscle. That's what I build. Shredded. Keep training, one day we'll be shredded. See? And then he exposed it, but I called him out on that. And like started voicing my like, I'm not okay with this brand balance. Like this is weird. Now he goes to the typical heavy thing in denial, see? Where like smoking the copium. Where it's like you're editing your videos. Where it's like this happens sometimes. And I call up and Mike, it's like people feel bad because of what my ball looks like you're editing your videos. And I go like, well, look at this short. He's like, Mike, you're not in good shape. I go, look at this short I uploaded yesterday. Flexing in the bathroom. Okay. Oh, well, you edited it. That's edited. And he's like, no, that's a clip from a live stream. Okay. That's like a clip from my own live stream. Okay, and it's like I do the same flexing live. Okay, so I don't believe you can do AI live things like that. So here's the point. I'm surrounded by idiots, and the body of Christ has been hurting, literally, physically, spiritually, psychologically, because they've been robbed of quality leadership. Well, God has put me here and enabled me, equipped for the ministry, for the edification of the church and the winning of souls. And the most fierce resistance has been from Christian ministries, pastors working to sabotage me and everything else. So now here's the thing: they're gonna have to answer to God. See, so this program worked to sabotage me and what everything I'm doing. That has led to Christians dying and going to the hospital and getting cancer and things like this. That I'm bold because I know the truth. I believe there's Christians that because I've been hidden from them, because they've been working to sabotage me, to sabotage what I'm doing. These Christians, they would have found me, and I have been deceived by the pastors and the deep state into this guy's Christ don't believe him and everything else. They got cancer and got cancer. They got in the hospital for this health problem, they would have gotten it. See? So grievous wolves did not spare the flock. So one way to abuse somebody is to withhold something that they need to be healthy. See, neglect abuse. That's a form of abuse. Where it's like, well, God has this person, and he can help in a way that nobody else has. The knowledge of health, fitness, and how to prevent health problems, deal with them, enhance lifespans, things like this. He knows that the average person is like, how you being poisoned, and more. It's not like a common thing. Most people are living their lives in a way like how to get cancer or something like this. Or this carcinogenic chemical exposure, this while being vitamin deficient and things like this. And it's like, yeah, let's keep working to perception manage people again, to not take Mike seriously. And you're working for people that are doing that too, all the time. And it's if it works, see what you're trying to do to get other Christians not taking seriously. It leads to Christians dying and getting cancer and things like this. So I wouldn't want to be you. I wouldn't want to trade places with these people. I'm not joking. Despite the persecution, despite the pain, the hardship, the peril, standing in jeopardy, hazard in my life doing what I'm doing, and all the stuff, afflictions, I wouldn't want to trade places with these people. Soft, mushy, comfortable, left long lives like Tom Seagal, Andy Woods, or Brett. I wouldn't want to trade places with them. I wouldn't want to trade places with Robert Baker. You know, like Robert, he's got a YouTube channel with like 1 million subs or whatever he's got. I wouldn't want to trade places with him. I wouldn't. I'd rather endure the afflictions being who I am than be like left alone and like sinful submissions and subservience, bowing the knee to Baal. See? And back in the day, they had 7,000 men that hadn't bowed the knee to Baal. Now I haven't seen one. Okay, really. I haven't really seen one. Okay, maybe Edward the trash talker didn't bow his knee. Well, we had to. That's I can't really give a conclusive answer at this point. So anyway, here's the point. And my wife, she didn't bow the knee to Baal. She didn't bow the knee to Baal. So yeah, whatever. You're gonna reap what you sow. Just like I wouldn't want to be these people. Here's another thing. YouTube on Judgment Day, the people working for the CEO. Okay, don't be evil. Whoever is the head chief honcho, holding the truth in unrighteousness, which means suppressing it. I'm 1 in a billion, and they can have the algo do like statistics. I'm like 1 in a billion YouTube channels that have the real gospel. God, who will have all men to be saved. How does God work to get men saved in this world? By having Christians share the gospel with them. I'm the very rare, less than 0.10% of YouTube channels active, where somebody can run into this live stream and have a guy, hey, here's the gospel, guy. See, less than like 0.10% of YouTubers have the real gospel way of salvation on there. And I'm one of very few that is frequent, active, and findable. Somebody like finds my stream, they find a guy that instead of asking how much crack do you do every day, it's like, how do I get saved? What must I do to be saved? They can get an answer. They will answer. And that's the channel that YouTube has been resurging, whatever its name is. That's the YouTube channel and the Lords of the Philistines. That's the YouTube channel. That's the YouTube channel they've been working to make people not find this. And a lot of these YouTube people, I got a video pulled to see it. A lot of these YouTube people workers, you had family friends, your grandmother got sick and hurt. How does serving tyranny work for you? Are you happy? You're gonna have to stay in denial. There's a lot of YouTube admin people that have been involved in shadow banning me, pulling videos from medical information. And you got a grandma that's gonna get fucking cancer or died of myocarditis or heart attack or something like this. YouTube workers. How does serving tyranny work for you? Huh? 1776. But here's the thing. How does that work out for you? And some of you have been irreparably harmed yourself too. And that's what you get. That's what you get. Okay. Satan is not a good master. Understand? YouTube people. Like, oh, shut this guy down, hide him. And some of you have had health problems that you would have had if you would have been watching my channel. You've had loved ones get sick. And all the YouTube people work for the corporation. There's like work to shadow ban Mike pull his videos teaching health fitness tools. You've had loved ones that have health problems. It's got at least one person work for YouTube. Like through the years I've been shadow banned, having medical misinformation strikes for teaching medical information. There's like, you had a relative, they're gonna get cancer because they didn't watch the pro testosterone for health fitness protocol video that they pulled. But if they would have found it, they'd be like more likely to get on a protocol and be healthy. So it's like the people that are part of the conspiracy, they have loved ones, friends, family. Some of them are gonna have a health problem that I believe if they would have watched my channel, loved one, they wouldn't have gotten a health problem. And if they did, they would be suffering less from it. See? There's people that have gotten heart problems, this and that it could be prevented. See? It's like some YouTube worker's grandma died of a heart attack or stroke. Well, if they would have found my channel, grandma, because I wasn't shadow banned on YouTube, and got the video pulled from medical information, grandma would have gotten a root canal. Because they found Mike Sa's live stream warning you about root canals willy-nilly. Get a second opinion, what I told her. See, here, watch this Tom Levy video. Tom Levy root canal. YouTube, search it. It's on YouTube. Search Tom Levy root canal. If your grandma, the grandma of a YouTube worker, admin team, would have showed up 4 years ago. Hey, Mike, I'm Grandma Ruth, okay? I'm going into the dentist for a root canal procedure next week. I'd be like, time out, hold the phone, Grandma, okay? Watch this video, Tom Levy root canal, okay? Before you do. Get a second opinion. Tom Levy MD root canal, okay? Watch that, and then you show it to your dentist or something like this. See, I wouldn't tell, don't do it, okay? So it's like, you can't say, oh, you're risking harm. I would say, watch this video and get a second opinion, okay? Because it's happened at least once that somebody got a root canal, and our dentist go, do you understand? If you go to a dentist, it's gonna happen at least once. Somebody goes to a dentist and be like, hey, the dentist goes, I think you need a root canal. And then if they go to like 3 other dentists, maybe one of them will be like, well, I don't think you need a root canal yet. We can try to feel it, just do a feeling or something like this. Okay. So, yeah, how does serving tyranny work out for you? It never works out in the long term. It's like you have a spiritual shadow of sinfulness and wickedness. Okay. So serving tyranny doesn't work well for you. Don't be evil for Christ's sake. Don't be evil. So I think it's pretty evil where somebody is for free teaching life-saving information on YouTube, and you're sabotaging them and punish them because they work to save human life on your platform. I think that's pretty fucking evil. See, I think that's pretty fucking evil. Somebody's out here working to save human life. Let's punish them, attack them. Hold the truth in our righteousness. See? Holding the truth in our righteousness. Which means I'm a person, have the gospel. The thief come not for to kill, to steal, and to destroy. I come that I might have life and have more abundantly. See? Oh, Mike, you think you're God. No, you're a retarded, low IQ retard. Okay? If you think that. I quote that verse. What you don't understand is as a Christian, you should mirror your master's agenda. So if Jesus has an agenda to help people have life more abundantly, you should be about that too. See, and you shouldn't be like Satan. Where it's like I'm working to make people sick and stuff like this. Do you understand? So, yeah. Oh, Mike is teaching live-saving information on YouTube. Punish him for that. Attack him for that. Hide him, shadow ban him. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I wonder how much money I made YouTube, by the way, and I didn't make 1 cent off of YouTube. I wonder how much money I've made YouTube, like keeping people engaged on the platform. Like, how do you calculate that? I'm not an expert, since I'm not monetized. But I guess it's gonna be quite a while. It's like people being interesting and rare on the platform YouTube keeps people on the platform. So it's like somebody opens up YouTube and it's like in the YouTube's browsing feed live on phone stuff, and it pops up and it's somebody who's interesting and like rare and different, so they stay on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, man. Also, beware of books, this filthy heretic. Beware of books, this filthy heretic. Ban evader. He's a ban evading bitch, by the way. Did you know, books? YouTube has a term of service, TOS, against ban evasion, where they close down your channel and make a new one. And that's what you've done, bitch boy. Okay. That's what you've done. See, and he's probably so dumb that he didn't use a VPN to get his channel. Okay. He's probably so dumb that he used the same IP address to make a new YouTube channel after they closed down his previous one. Like, same home phone to set up a Google account. Okay. Which means, they understand. So, anyway, that's the point. I haven't done that. It's like, I haven't made any new YouTube channels. I mean, I hadn't had a YouTube channel closed down and then made a new one and started filming them. Okay. So here's the point. Now there's impersonators. People make fake accounts. Like, I'm Mike Sam Gay or something like this, which is interesting. So here's the point. Now notice how it's like, if I was a Christian radical and I was out here like harassing gay people because I'm a Christian, okay, which is not like how Christians should be, okay, it's like they get me for hate speech. But me being a Christian, people can do hate speech on YouTube and harass me and use "you are gay" as a hate speech to harass me and that flies on the platform. And people can make YouTube channels. I'm Mike Sam, a flaming target, and use a profile picture of me, and then go around and leave comments on like ESPN, like big platforms, be like, I'm gay, I'm Mike Sam, something like this, impersonate me, and I report to YouTube, and it's like 2 weeks later it's still up. See. But if I would like tonight go to a gay stream and go like, you're gay and filth something, it's still be like, they close me down like immediately. So it's like, it's designed to, but whatever is the point. It's interesting. Like if I would if I would start like harassing gay people on YouTube, they get me for hate speech, something like this. But people can hate speech me with false accusations that I'm gay, which is maddening because I'm a Christian and straight and the Baptists seem to be gay. So people are harassing with hate speech, and one of the common themes is like, you're gay, you're homosexual, I want to put my finger in your butt or something like this, I know you like it, or this type of stuff, okay? It's like disgusting stuff, okay? And they can do that, okay? So it's like, it's gotten to a point on YouTube where it's like, I might not have thought this initially, it was like, I think that maybe it's a good idea if they have it, so you have to have like a government ID to make a YouTube channel. Understand? Because like all these cyber stalkers and hate stuff, and people are doing stuff on the internet because they're anonymous, harassing people, threatening people, persecuting people, all this stuff. The reason they can do that is because they're anonymous. So maybe it'd be good if YouTube has like, to get a YouTube channel, and be able to leave comments, you have to like take a picture of your ID card and have your real name, and not for everybody, but for like the YouTube vaults. Okay, so it's like whatever you do on the YouTube channel is correct your ID card. So if you go around like harassing people, like threatening them, it's like that's connected to your real identity. And unfortunately, like people like me don't need those that force on it, because I'm doing that myself, because I'm not a crazy freak weirdo, understand? Yeah, so anyways, the point is I call the points, man. I believe it's not YouTube workers that have gotten sick, they have loved ones get sick. They would not have gotten sick if they would have found my YouTube channel and watched my streams, okay? Especially the ones that have improved, okay? So, I don't know if they have a conscience or not, but that should be on their conscience. It's like the grandma got sick with cancer. Remember that I've been teaching cancer prevention on my YouTube channel for years. And you've been working to shadow ban me. So grandma didn't watch the video, cancer prevention. Grandma didn't watch the video, Max says get a second opinion. Don't just go and like ask for root canal willy-nilly. Okay. See, I wonder how many do Bible church parish members have gotten a root canal last decade. And if they would have been watching me, listening to me, I would have told them, watch the Tom Levy root canal video. Search YouTube Tom Levy root canal. See, and get a second opinion. Show this video to a dentist and ask, like, do you really think I need this or for this? See, I wonder how many do Bible church listeners have gotten cancer last decade. And I believe if they would have watched my videos, they would have gotten the cancer, a lot of. See, I believe that 9 out of 10 people that got cancer, if they would have been listening to me and had me as like the pastor, life coach, whatever, they wouldn't have gotten the cancer if they would be listening to me. See, it's like eat this, not that. Don't use this carcinogenic, toxic chemical product. Okay, protect it from overexposure. Detox life like this. Okay, don't have paint in. Okay, it's like that basic stuff. It's like don't use poison in the shower. Don't use that chemical poison soup and spread all over your body. It's like use soap. Okay. And if there's somebody's like so retarded, it's like they're using diesel as mouthwash. If they watch my video, I'll be like, hey Mike, what's the mouthwash? Well, I use plain salt water. Yeah. So, there's a lot of freaks, okay? And I'm not gonna let them project their freakiness on me. It's like, I know that they get convicted. People like Jack Smack watch porn at least once a week, that filthy freak, deviant, pervert, weirdo. The average Christian man is a filthy freak, pervert, deviant, weirdo. They watch porn at least once a week. I haven't watched porn once for 6 months. Somebody wrote before, by the way, on the topic of a romantic relationship. Do you still have a fiance, you cyber-stalking weirdo? Fiance? I'm married. I have a wife, you fucking freak. Fiance is not the same as married. We've exchanged vows on a video call. See? You and me forever, okay? I want only you for the rest of my life. I promise to be faithful to you. The death do us part. Okay? And then vice versa. We've exchanged vows. We got married. The priesthood of the believer. We're two saved people. We're married. And maybe you're so retarded that you think that it's not valid unless the government signs off of it. You need to have some lost person in a robe make it valid, stuff like this. It's kind of like the 501c3, where it's like, well, unless the government signs off on you having a church, it's not a valid church. Well, you can have a house church. You can have a local fellowship of believers. There are like 12 people that are saved in a city. You gather together and meet at a guy's house. And somebody is like the guy leading the study or something like this. See? It'd be a church, a house church. It's like, well, it's not a real church because it's not registered with the government, 501c3. See? It's like, wow, it's not a legit marriage unless you have the government sign off of it. Now notice how I'm able to think critically, which is a foreign concept to most people. And most people, they like accept they accept the mainstream. It's like the same type of people like, oh Mike, I think you're a bad Christian because you cuss. Whereas they're fine with pastors preaching a false gospel that leads souls to hell. Nobody's going to hell due to, for my cussing, see. Because I go, well, it's like, you need to start cussing to go to heaven or something like this, like a false gospel. No. Like anybody knows it's like, well, cussing is suboptimal. Okay. So people don't have a problem, people have a problem with cussing over. But I don't have a problem with these pastors that wear a suit and have a Bible under their arm, and then they preach a false gospel. Yeah, I'm a torrent video, and I'm gonna keep making videos. I made a good video in Swedish. I know it was a good video. Nothing but the truth, so help me God. Just the facts, man. Meat and Potatoes is uploaded to Instagram in Swedish. Here and there. Most online TS are fakes. Remember that. That's why a lot of you are like, oh, Mike, you're crazy because I saw GameStop. I see a lot of crazy people. Yeah. I'm not responsible for that. I'm not crazy. And I don't need medications. You're fucking crazy. The people that say I'm crazy, they're crazy. Mark, we can't comment. It said a mob of trolls show up in my chat. Blank channels. Burner accounts. Mike saying I'm crazy when I'm working to export. Notice how it's like so in your face. Obvious. I'm a Christian talking video. I'm getting worried about GameStop, okay? There's like 10 blank sock puppet accounts show up. Which could be one guy who's a GameStop with 10 accounts. We can't comment on our Instagram. Yeah, because you can't come in there and take the orders from your handler to be like, write comments and go, you're crazy, need to be on meds. See, you don't like that. See, we can't comment on Instagram. Yeah, I don't want people like you come to my Instagram. There's a reason why I can't comment on my Instagram. Because if I upload conspiracy truth videos, they come in there, Mike, you're crazy. They send a lot of cyber stocks in there, Mike, you're crazy. Do you understand that? There's like, stalked by the feds Lisa, who's a fake TI, has 500,000 followers. You can go comment on her Instagram. Okay. But I'm not holding video. I make a video getting one about gang stalking. Oh, what would I have it? A mob of sock puppet burner can't show up in my chat. Oh, you're on Discord. We can't comment on Instagram. You need meds, antipsychotics. You're paranoid and schizophrenic. Okay. See, you need meds. You need psych meds. Okay, no, I don't need psych meds. I'm sane. Okay. I'm sane. So the truth is the truth. The truth is the truth. I do whatever the fuck I want. I'm a free man, you understand? I do whatever the fuck I want. I'm a free man. I wouldn't be surprised if Lord Harrison Rapture doesn't happen in 10 years if gang stalking will be exposed. I wouldn't be surprised if like within 10, 15 years, gang stalking will have been exposed. Or if it will at least be like 9/11, where it's like 50% of people or something like this, it was like 20% of people believe gang stalking is real or something like this. Maybe now it's like 0.2% or 2 or something like this.